What's up you guys, it's Deep over here and today I'm going to show you how to create this marble text and then how to convert this marble text into a seamless pattern in Photoshop. Now if you guys also have any tutorial requests then you can drop them in the comments below. We will surely try to create videos on those as well. Also if you want to keep learning how to create such cool things in Photoshop for free, then make sure you smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. So without wasting any more time of yours, let's get started. So let's first start by creating a new document. So for that, go to file and then select the option as new. After that, you can set the width as 1000 pixels, height as 1000 pixels as well, and then set the resolution as 300 pixels per inch and then click on create. So now the next step we need to do is unlock this background layer. So for that, click on this lock icon. So as you can see, as you click on that lock icon, the layer will be unlocked and the layer name will be also changed to layer 0. After that, we need to make sure that the foreground and the background color are set to black and white respectively, and if it is not, then you can press the D key of your keyboard in order to do that. So as you can see, as you press the D key of your keyboard, the foreground color has been set to black color and the background color has been set to white color. Now the next thing we need to do is go to filter and then render and then select the option as difference cloud. After applying the difference cloud filter, your image should look something like this. Now after that, we again need to apply the same difference cloud filter. So for that, go to filter and then either you can select the difference cloud filter which was previously applied, or else if it is not present over here, then you can again go to render and then select the option as difference clouds. After applying the difference cloud filter for the second time, some lines should be visible in the image, and if the lines are not visible in the image, then you need to keep on applying the difference cloud filter until it becomes visible. Now after that, the next step we need to do is make the white spots more whiter and make the black spots more blacker. So for that, go to image and then adjustments and then select the option as equalize, which will make the white spots more white and make the black spots more blacker. Although after applying the equalize filter, as you can see, it made the black spots more black and the white spots more whiter, but as you can see, there is still some black color kind of smoke visible in the image and we have to reduce that effect. So for that, again go to image and then adjustments and then select the option as levels. After that, you can keep the values of the shadows and the highlights as same, and then you can drag the midtone slider more towards left, somewhere around value of 2. So the value of somewhere around 2.02 is looking better. Now let me just show you the before and after of this effect. So for that, clicking on this preview checkbox. So this was the before and now this is the after. After that, click on OK. Now the next thing we need to do is create a duplicate of this layer. So for that, press Ctrl or Command on Mac plus J in order to create a duplicate. After that, press Ctrl or Command on Mac plus T in order to bring up the transform tool. And then right click inside of the image and then select the option as rotate 90° clockwise. After that, click on the stick icon in order to place it and then change the blend mode of this layer to screen. So now as you can see, it has started to look like a marble tile. Now after that, the next step we need to do is combine these two layers into a single layer. So for that, press Ctrl or Command on Mac plus C, which will merge the current layer and one layer below it. Now we need to apply some color to our marble texture. So the first color we will be applying to this background over here. So for that, click on create new fill or adjustment layer icon and then select the option as solid color. After that, you can set any color of your choice which you would like to be set for the background. I am setting it as F2 F1 and then click on OK. After that, you need to change the blend mode of this layer to multiply. So now as you can see, the background has that light green color over here. Now let me just show you the before and after of this color fill effect. So this was the before and now this is the after. Now after that, we need to change the color of this black texture over here as well. So for that, again click on create new fill or adjustment layer icon and then select the option as solid color. After that, you can set any color of your choice which you would like to be set for that black texture. So I'm setting a dark green color which has a hash code of 2E642A and then click on OK. After that, you need to change the blend mode of this layer to screen. So now as you can see, the color of that black texture has also been changed. Now let me just show you the before and after of the second color fill effect. So this was the before and now this is the after. Now after that, if you feel like that if you want to change any of the colors, then all you need to do is double click on the icon of the color layer and then you can set any color of your choice and then click on OK and that color will be applied. So I liked my previous color and I do not want to change it, so I'm going a step back. So now as you can see, our marble texture is almost ready. Now after that, let's give some glitter effect to this vein kind of structure over here. So for that, make the color fill 2 layer active by clicking on it and then create a new layer by clicking on create new layer icon. After that, go to select and then select the option as color range. After that, click on the drop down of the select and then select the option as midtones and then set the fuzziness to around 30% and then you can set the range to around 108 and 146. After that, click on OK. So that will give you a selection of the some part of that text. And after that, we need to fill the selection with that of any random color of our choice. So for that, go to edit and then select the option as fill. After that, click on the drop down of the contents and then select the option as black or any random color of your choice and then click on OK. After that, press Ctrl or Command on Mac plus D in order to deselect the selection. Now after that, we need to fill this particular portion with that of a glitter. So for that, click on add layer style option and then select the option as pattern overlay. After that, set the blend mode as normal, opacity as 100%, and then click on the drop down of this pattern and then select the option as glitter pattern. Now if you want to learn how to create this glitter pattern, then I've already created one video on that, and the link for that video will be in the card above or in the description below. So let me just select that glitter pattern and then set the scale to around 20% and then click on OK. Now let's increase the brightness of this glitter. So for that, right click on the layer and then select the option as raster as layer style. After that, click on create new fill or adjustment layer icon and then select the option as brightness contrast. And then in the brightness and contrast section, click on create clipping mask icon so that it only affects one layer below it, and then you can increase the brightness as follows. Let me increase the contrast as well. So now as you can see, now it is looking proper. Now let me just show you the before and after of this brightness and contrast effect. So this was the before. And now this is the after. So now as you can see, our marble texture is completely ready. Now after that, we need to convert this thing into a pattern. So for that, we need to create a stamp visible layers of all the visible layers over here. So for that, press Ctrl or Command on Mac plus Alt or Options on Mac plus Shift plus E key of your keyboard in order to create a stamp visible layer. So now as you can see, a stamp visible layer has been created. Now after that, we need to convert this layer into a pattern, but there is still one problem which we need to solve, that the pattern which we will be creating won't be seamless. Now let me just show you what I am talking about. So for that, I'm creating a pattern of this layer. So for that, go to edit and then select the option as define pattern. Now let me just give any random name of the pattern for now and then click on OK. After that, let me just create a new document, and the document which I will be creating will have a size greater than the size of the pattern. After that, click on create. Now after that, let me just fill this document with that of the pattern which we have just created. So for that, clicking on create new fill or adjustment layer icon and then selecting the option as pattern. After that, click on the drop down and then select the pattern which we have just created, and then you can scale it down to 50%. So now as you can see from the preview of the pattern, that the pattern is not seamless and some of the edges are visible. Now I'm not sure whether that thing is visible in the video, so let me just hover over the mouse where the edges are visible. So as you can see, there is one vertical edge over here. After that, as you can see, there is one more vertical edge over here as well, and then there is one horizontal edge over here as well. So now you get my point. Now after that, let me just hit on this cancel keyboard and close this document. After that, go to your original document and then make the stamp visible layer active by clicking on it. Now in order to make this pattern seamless, all you need to do is go to filter and then other and then select the option as offset. After that, set the horizontal offset by 500 pixels and then set the vertical offset by 500 pixels as well, and then select the undefined areas as wrap around and then click on OK. So now as you can see, the horizontal and the vertical edge is visible over here as well. Now after that, we need to solve that thing. So for that, select clone stamp tool and then select the brush as soft round. After that, you can increase and decrease the size of the brush using the square bracket keys of your keyboard. So now using the clone stamp tool, you need to paint over these edges, but first for that you need to find a suitable source. So as you can see, this particular source is looking perfect for this edge over here. So let me just press Alt or Options on Mac and then click on that area. So that will be now my source. After that, using the clone stamp tool, you just need to dab on your destination, and that particular destination will be filled with that of the source. So now as you can see, the edge has been filled for this particular section. So like this way, you need to fill the complete line. So let me just select another source. So for that, I'm pressing the Alt or Options key on my keyboard and then selecting the source from this over here. After that, I'm painting it over here. So like this, I'll be picking up different source for different edges and then fill the whole edges as follows. So now as you can see, now all the edges have been gone. After that, we again need to check if the edges are still getting generated. So for that, again going to filter and then other and then selecting the option as offset. After that, I am setting the values as same and then clicking on OK. So as you can see, there is just one slight edge which is visible over here. So let me just fill that using clone stamp tool. So now as you can see, the edges are completely gone. After that, you need to click on offset again to check if they are getting generated again. You need to keep on checking this until you find an image where there are no edges. So now as you can see, this time we don't have any edge. This might take you 5 to 6 iterations. Now after that, we need to save this thing into a pattern. So for that, go to edit and then select the option as define pattern. After that, you can give any name of your pattern. After that, click on OK. Now let's create a new document. So for that, go to file and then select the option as new. And then you can select any random document of your choice. I'm selecting the document with width as 1920 pixels, height as 1080 pixels, and then setting the resolution as 300 pixels per inch and then clicking on create. And then we need to fill this document with that of the pattern which we have created. So for that, click on create new fill or adjustment layer icon and then select the option as pattern. After that, click on the drop down over here and then you can select the pattern which you have just created, which was marble video. After that, double click on that and then you can scale it accordingly. I'm setting the scale to around 50%. So as you can see, even if I set the scale to 50%, the pattern is repeating seamlessly and there are no edges which are visible over here. So let me just scale it back to 100%. and then click on OK. So yeah, that's it guys, that's the final image. Hope you guys like this video on how to create a marble texture and then how to convert that marble texture into a seamless pattern in Photoshop. Now if you guys like this video, then give us a thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm in spreading the video. Also you can share it to the ones who might be interested in such videos, and subscribe to the channel for more videos in Photoshop. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.